temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, the glory, forever. Amen. Okay, so we're here today with Gocc Jordan. And first of all, I'd like to thank the new brother that came out today, Judah Israel.
All praise the Most High.
And you're right on time with your testimony. You're just testifying how he's a prayer warrior and how the Spirit of the Most High is upon this brother. And I like that because that's what's going on in the last days. You know, it's like we're in the days of the Most High's feast days. Yes. But a lot of people forget, not only is we're going into the Passover, but actually before the Passover, Christ's last supper. Okay? And not only that, but a lot of people forget about the death, burial, and the resurrection. Alright? So there's a lot of things going on in the earth right now. A lot of people say that, well, Israel's been waking up since, the 90s. Okay? But Israel has not always had the correct calendar dates. Okay? Now that through the Sister Kana that we're able to have the correct dates, we're able to calculate the times that the messages that the Most High has given His people. Now, we don't worship the moon or anything like that, but the Bible tells us that these things are given to us for signs, okay? And so we thank the Most High that He has blessed us so we can have these correct calendar dates. Not only that, but the fourth moon, if you know, it lands on the fourth moon is actually on the last day of the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Now, I'm not saying, that's some big thing, but it's just a coincidence that these moons only come certain times of the year, and different case scenarios happen during these times. Okay? So I just want to bring that out. So this is, my name is Brother Agabar, okay? And this is Elder Lashawan, and we're just going to bring a little lesson of what we feel that's going on in the earth today. Yes. All right? And we know that today is actually Yeshua's Last Supper, okay? Yes. But after we go into this little lesson, we also going to expound on that, okay? And then we're going to do a little, reading a little in the law, all right? So if you guys can turn with me to Romans 13 and 11. Alright, so everybody knows there's something going on in the earth, okay, among our people. And when I say our people, I'm talking about the 12 tribes of Israel. Yes. Okay? So there are certain things that's going on that the Most High is dealing with His people. And the Most High said, blessed are your eyes, that your eyes can see, and your ears, that your ears can hear. But thus said the Most High. All right, so we're going to go in it now. So
Romans 13 and 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
Stop. So it said, and knowing the time. What time is he talking about? It's high time.
Yes.
And so what are we supposed to do? Awaken out of sleep. So you got to be knowing the times that you're in. Because Yeshua in His word, He said He's coming as a thief in the night. Okay? So on this side of the town, we're in Jordan, the Gocc Jordan. We believe that we're out of time. Okay? That's why we're so excited and so adamant about telling people to leave. Okay? Because He's coming as a thief in the night. And our people is the type of people that like to be spoiled in their captivity. Okay, so we're going to keep beating the dead horse. Read.
For now is our salvation nearer than when we believed.
He said, and now is our salvation nearer than we ever believed. Okay, I'm going to hold that. Give me Hebrews 12 and 12. And I'm going to keep on expounding on this verse. He says, so now is the time of our salvation. Okay, this is the time that I'm talking about. This is the time that the Most High is revealing us who we are as a people. Yes. And He's also revealing His glory. He's giving us power in this time. Okay, because His salvation is nearer than we ever think. This is the time, okay, that we are to see the miracles of the Most High. This is the time that we are awakening by the Spirit of the Most High. Okay, it's like the death, burial, and the resurrection, the power that comes behind the death, burial, and the resurrection of Yeshua. See, a lot of people focus on his Passover, but what about when he rose from the dead? What about that gospel? What about the death, burial, and the resurrection of Yeshua? Okay, so now is the time of our salvation. Now is the time that we walk upright with the Most High. Now is the time that we awaken out of our graves, get out of a grave state in mind, okay, and seek ye the Most High, AHAYAH. Get it in this book. Know who you are. It's time that you know your identity, okay? If you don't know your identity, you're still asleep, okay? So we have to awaken out of sleep. And the only way that we're going to awaken out of sleep, we're going to show you here how we're going to awaken out of sleep, through these precepts, okay? Read.
Hebrews 12:12. Wherefore lift up the hands which hang down, and the feeble knees.
You see that? It said lift up the hands that hang down, and the feeble knees. So now we're in a time that it's going to take the Spirit of the Most High to awaken us out of sleep, to strengthen the feeble knees, because we can't do it on our own. So through these scriptures, the scriptures will come with power. One thing the Pharisees did not understand about Yeshua is that he spoke with what? He spoke with power. What kind of power? The death, burial, and the resurrection of Yeshua. It's power dealing with that in these last days, because now we're in the days of the awakening of his people. We're in the days of the awakening of the Israelites, okay? And at the same time that we're able to understand through the calendar that the Most High, through the Enoch calendar, he gave us this so we can see what time that we're in. Now we can understand the power that's in Yeshua. Now we can understand the power that's in the scriptures. Now we can understand what faith is all about, okay? See, when you see us outside of the country, we are giving an example of faith. We're putting our faith in full power, because when we was in the world, we thought we had faith, but we didn't have faith. We was believing in the system of Babylon. So you're about to see great things among the Gocc Jordan, because we're working in the perfection of the power of his word. All right? Give me Ephesians 2:1, please. You got to understand. If you're watching us here on Ustream, you have to understand that if you're watching us and you're seeing the way we're acting, we're not some scholars up here. We just men. Not only men, but mighty men. One of the 144,000 men.
That's
okay?
right.
That's right.
Go ahead and give me that Ephesians 2:1, please, Elder Lashawan. All right? We got to get back to the power. We got to get back to the power of these scriptures. When Yeshua spoke, he spoke things into existence. Okay?
Yes, he did.
Ephesians 2:1.
Okay, Ephesians 2:1.
All right? So we have to understand, not only will we get the power from on high, we're in the Holy Land, okay? So we can't forget that our ancestors walked through these mountains. We're able, Elder Lashawan told me to look out into the mountains, and you see, this is the place that our ancestors walked.
Yes.
Okay, and we know we have a lot of people that's against the Gocc and Jordan, but if you keep on watching these tapes, just might get converted. Okay?
Ephesians 2:1. And you hath he quickened who were dead.
Hold that. The other verses I talked about, that the Most High, it is high time for us to awaken out of sleep. So this verse is telling whom we were dead.
Yes.
Okay, we're not dead no more, folks.
Quickened.
All right, we have been quickened. And this quickening, you cannot do it by any old kind of thing. This has to happen from on high. This is kind of power got to come from Yeshua, from the death, burial, and the resurrection. Now, I told you we're in a dynamic time. We're in a time that we will see the power from on high. We're in a time of his death, burial, and his resurrection. Okay? Read it and finish it up.
In trespasses and sin.
Okay. Read that again. I want that quick.
And you had he quickened who were dead in trespasses and sins.
He's going to quicken us who was dead in our trespasses and our sins. Okay, what is sin? Sin is the law. Okay, so we have to be quickened with the Spirit, and then we have to connect back with the Father through his law. A lot of people believe that they can connect with the Father, AHAYAH, and with his Son, Yeshua, through emotions. You're going to have to connect with the Father through these laws.
Yes.
You're going to have to spend some time with the Most High AHAYAH. There's no other way. Okay? So don't think that we came all the way over here in Jordan, okay, to shuckle and drive, to shuckle and dive around and still act like we was in the world. No, we're here today to connect. We're on a mission to be purged so we can get right when the Most High comes. All right, finish it up, brother.
Where in time past we walked according to the course of this world.
In time past, we walked according to the order of this world.
Yes.
Okay? Under the law of Moses, we walked in sin because Christ did not come back to shed his blood to take away the sins of what people? Israel's people. That's in Isaiah 45 and 17. A world, Israel's world. Okay? Finish it up.
According to the prince of the power of the air, the spirit that now worketh in the children of disobedience.
The spirit now working in the children of disobedience. Okay, so all those that are against this movement, all those that are against the laws, okay, Satan is working with them.
Yes.
Okay, that's why we have to connect back with the Father through his laws. All right? Give me Matthew 16 and 3.
Matthew 16 and 3. 16 verse number 3.
Matthew 16 and 3.
And in the morning it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky.
Hold it right there. See what Yeshua is saying to these Pharisees? Oh, ye hypocrites. Even Christ said you can't discern the things that's going on up in the sky. You can't discern. I'm not saying that Christ said this red in the sky. For example, we can say these red moons. Okay, so say it's not going to happen. Say that we don't believe in signs and things like that, but we can believe in His word. We can see those things that's going on in Babylon. Okay, that there's something going to happen. Okay, blessed is the man that sees something and reacts before it comes. Okay, read.
But can ye not discern the signs of the times?
You can't even discern the times of the time. Because you're so much wrapped up in sin, you cannot discern the times that you're living in. Okay? It is high time for us to wake it up out of sleep. Okay? And believe on Yeshua as it is written. Okay? So much of our people in Babylon are still in this dark, dead state of mind that they can't even discern the time. Okay? And a lot of our brothers are going to be slaughtered through Jacob's trouble.
Yes.
But that's why we're bringing forth this word through the Gocc Jordan, that it's time. It's time to flee. Okay? It's time for us to get out that land of our captivity. Okay? It's time for us to be about our Father's business. All right? When are you going to do the Father's business? It's about time that we walk in the purging of Yeshua. When do we give up the things of the world? It's about time. Okay, that we let these words dwell in us. It is high time. All right? Finish it up, brother.
A wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign, and there shall no sign be given unto it, but the sign of the prophet Jonas, and he left them and departed.
So this wicked generation is not going to be given a sign. The only sign that they're going to get is the preaching. Okay? The Spirit coming upon his people. Now we're no longer African Americans. We are the children of Israel. We are sons of the living God. We're not just men. We're mighty men. We're one of the 144,000 men. Okay? That's what's going on in these days today. All right?
But the sign of the prophet of Jonas, and he left them and departed.
Give me Psalms 82 and 5.
Psalm 82 and 5.
So there is something going on in the earth, okay? There is a spirit that's among the Most High's AHAYAH and his sons Yeshua. There is a spirit that's upon his people, okay? It's an awakening spirit. It's a spirit that calls you to awaken and calls you to speak the goodness of Yeshua. It's a spirit that's out in the earth that causes you to do right according to his law. It's a spirit that's in you like an unction that will cause you to speak and to bring forth fruit unto Yeshua. Okay? So there's something going on in the earth, and it's not a coincidence that we're going into the Passover. Okay? Now in these last days we're able to witness the true power of Yeshua. What power? the power of his death, burial, and resurrection. How soon do we forget during these times? We forget the power that Yeshua, when he rose from the dead, okay? We forget about the gospel. What gospel? The gospel of the death, burial, and the resurrection of Yeshua. Read.
Psalms 82 and 5. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness.
Is that Psalms 82 and 5?
All the foundation of the earth are out of course.
That's it. Even the earth knows that something is going wrong.
Yes.
Until the Most High's people get back connected with him, and we are getting connected. Look at all the turmoil that's going on in the earth. We're being connected. The earth must be destroyed. Okay? So even the earth is yearning for the Most High's people to get reconnected back unto the Father. And the fearful. Brothers and sisters, if you have fear, this is not for you. Okay? If you have fear, this movement is not for you. They say that this movement is going to fall. Okay? But we're people that's standing on faith. Yes. Okay? Faith without works is dead faith. When we hopped on those planes and we rode over here, we didn't run because we was fearful. No, you cannot be fearful in this. We ran because it was time for us to be purged. It was time for us to get back to our roots. It was time for us to see the Holy Land. We know that the Most High is going to bring us into the Holy Land, but we're doing this by faith. Okay? We're trying to bring in the kingdom. The Bible said that the kingdom is within us. We're trying to bring forth our kingdom. See, some people are in different stages of faith. So how can you go against a movement like this? We're on that type of faith. That death, burial, and that resurrection faith. That same faith that caused Yeshua to get up out of that grave. Give me Jeremiah 20 and 9. Jeremiah 20, verse 9. And that's all right, brother. Take your time. Because during these feast days, during communion, we're supposed to tarry. Okay, this is the Lord's Supper. We're supposed to tarry for our brothers and our sisters. This is Yeshua's last day supper. This is the time that he had his separate Passover. He gathered his disciples over. He took the bread and he took the wine. Before he became the sacrifice. Yes. We're in that day. Yes. And we're in the Holy Land. And we're connected with the Father. Okay?
Jeremiah 20 and 9.
Jeremiah 20, verse 9.
Then I said, I will not make mention of him, nor speak any more in his name. But his word was in mine.
Hold it. So this is an example of what's going on right now in the earth. This is Jeremiah speaking and telling you something. He tried to be quiet. But there's a spirit that's out in the earth in these last days. Read.
But his word was in mine heart as a burning fire, shut up in my bones.
It was like a burning fire that shot up in his bones. So people are thinking that we're going to be cast out for the dead. Okay? People think that these other countries, other nations that surround us are going to swallow up our women, swallow up our children. But we want to tell you we're on a different type of faith over here in the GOC Jordan. We're on a leap faith. We're on a faith come out now faith. Okay? We're on a faith that shot up in our bones and we just had to do it. Okay? That kind of faith that Yeshua is looking for upon the people. We're not in a comfortable faith. All right? We're in a faith that calls us to move, launch out into the deep, and see the great works of the Most High AHAYAH around his feast days and his death, burial, and his resurrection of Yeshua. Read.
And I was wearied with forbearing, and I could not stay. For I heard the deafening of many.
Read that word. It was like fire that came up in my bones.
That's right.
But his word was in my heart as a burning fire, shut up in my bones.
See what? His word, his word, his word, his word. Brother Judah came over here today.
Burning
see this
fire.
lesson?
Burning
I understood what this brother was talking about. And the Most High is going to send us more brothers like him that's not going to be able to be weary, that's not going to be tossed to and fro. He's going to say that this ministry, this congregation is fit for me, okay? Because he came with the word of fire. He just could not stop talking, telling you about the goodness and what the Most High, AHAYAH, is going to do to us. Speaking blessings. We don't need no physical help. All we need is a word, okay? This movement is not about money. This movement is about order, okay? Matthew 7:28.
Matthew 7 chapter verse number 28.
Okay? It's something going on in the earth. This is the awakening of the Israelites. Okay? Not only is it the awakening of the Israelites, but at this time we have the right calendar dates, and we are linking in the signs because we're able to understand the signs. 6 years ago we could not understand the time, but now that the Most High have revealed to us the right calendar dates, the right times to worship Him on His feast days, we're going to link up. Now we can see the power of His death, burial, and His resurrection of His Son, Yeshua. Now we can see the great miracles of Yeshua. How did we forget? How did we forget the miracles of Yeshua? Could it be that the Most High is going to bring forth another miracle? Okay? We have that type of faith. All right? Read.
Matthew 7:28. And it came to pass, when Yeshua had ended these sayings, the people were astonished at his doctrine.
See what I'm saying? Now, don't be looking at us like we're some great men, but you're going to be astonished about this power, about us bringing out this word, about the power, about the unity, about that fire that Jeremiah spoke about the same power that raised up Yeshua from his death. I'm talking about a dunamis power. I'm talking about that power that caused Yeshua to awaken. And as he awakened, those souls that was in the ground awoken, right, with that kind of power. We need that kind of power that calls us to bring forth the kingdom. And now is the time. Now is high time. Because back then we could not connect with the Father because we didn't have the right calendar dates. But thanks to the sister Kana, that the Most High put a spirit upon her, that she would release these dates, and we were able to research it on our own and say, that sister is correct. So now everything is starting to click. You know, have you ever had a key that fit? That key is fit. All right, read.
For he taught them as one having authority.
For Yeshua taught them as one having authority. Where are those people today that bring this word, that speak with authority? How do you know? You would know them by saying, hey, when they saw Yeshua come forth in the temple, he said, that young man is only 12 years old. How is he able to bring forth these things? How is he able to interpret these things according to the scripture? It was that power that was in Yeshua. It's going to be the same power that's in his people. How is this brother able to use his sword so skillfully? How able is he? It's because we're dealing with that power. We're dealing with that power from that death, burial, and that resurrection. There's something going on in the earth. And the thing that's going on in the earth is the awakening of God's people. Okay, what people is that? The people that will climb up on the walls. Joel people, the people that's going to come back and fight with Yeshua. Those people that's going to be changed from mortal to immortal. All right? That's the kind of power I'm talking about. That's the kind of faith that we have. All right? Give me, trying to wrap it. Give me Matthew 27. No, Ezekiel 37. Talks about the valley of the dry bones. You know, give me that one. First, 37.
Ezekiel 30.
Bone to bone.
Yeah, Ezekiel 37.
Take your time.
All right, Ezekiel 37. One of my favorites. All right. What verse, brother?
Ezekiel 37. Start from the beginning.
The hand of the Most High was upon me.
The hand of the Most High was upon who? Great ones? No, the hand was on him.
Me.
Read.
And carried me out into the spirit of the Most High, and set me down in the midst of the valley.
And see, a lot of people don't know that the Most High is still dealing with people through his word. Okay, that's why now you can look in Babylon and you see all these people hitting the streets. Even if they don't know it all, it's the spirit that's connected. We are connected. The spirit bear witness that we are the sons of the Most High. Read.
which was full of dry bones. Full of bones.
When we was in the world, dealing with the things of the world, we were dry bones. Read.
And caused me to pass by them round about. And behold, there were very many in the open valley.
And see, that's what the world is looking at Israel right now. Full of dry bones, in a dead state of mind. Read.
And lo, they were very dry.
Very dry.
And he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live? And I answered, O AHAYAH, thou knowest. Again he said unto me, Prophesy upon these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones.
See that? And that's what I was talking about the power of the death, burial, and the resurrection of Yeshua. Somebody can speak a word. See, a lot of people forget about that type of faith. A lot of people forget about where they've been and now where they've come. If they came on their own might, you might just be deceived, brother. You might just was educated in the word and was able to take a couple notes and diligent about the word, but you never had the miracles happen in your life. I mean, the miracles when somebody said that you couldn't do what you can do. The miracle when the Most High told you to go and you said, I haven't been to a college. I haven't been up under great teachers. But the Most High said, I'll speak through you. That's the kind of power we're dealing with around his feast days. That kind of power. And you need those kind of leaders among you. You need miracle makers among you in these last days. Finish it up.
O ye dry bones, hear the word of the Most High.
Hear the word of the Most High, Israel.
Thus saith the Most High unto these bones, Behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live.
Breath to enter into you, and ye shall live.
And I will lay sinew upon you, and will bring up flesh upon you, and cover you with skin, and put breath in you, and ye shall live.
That's right, and ye shall live. So all of our listeners out there, don't worry about how you're going to make it out here. All you got to worry about is you ready to put down sin? Is you ready to be connected with the Father? Because he said, I will breathe unto you. I will give you the power. What power? Not a physical power, a power to connect. I believe on one of our lessons we was talking about getting back connected with the Father, with praying and fasting and moaning and groaning. Okay, he will give you that power to connect with him. And we're going to end that. What kind of awakening is the Most High AHAYAH is going to put upon his people? Last verse. This is the kind of power that the Most High is going to put upon his people. Give me Joel 2 and 7. Joel chapter 2 and 7.
All right, Joel 2 and 7. They shall run like mighty men.
They shall run like mighty men. Now, who is this talking about? But we say we over here dealing with something different. But the Bible said they shall run like mighty men. Now, no speaker can talk against the word. The Bible said that we're going to have some kind of power, that we're going to run like mighty men. Okay, read.
They shall climb the wall like men of war.
Climb the wall like men of war. So you men out there with that feminine spirit, you have to get rid of that and believe that the Most High is going to give us power like mighty men. What men? The men of the 144,000. Okay? If people coming against us, how soon do we forget about the 144,000? Could it be that we're one of those taking up our rightful place, leading and building our nation, not scared to get up out of our captivity? I haven't seen oppression since I've been here. Okay? Read.
And they shall march every one on his ways.
And that's what we're asking the people to come out, be among us, build. Let's march. Let's build as a nation. Let's work great faith. We know that some will fall through the loops and the holes because they're still dealing with sin. But if we trust and we believe, people travel all the time. The only people that don't travel is Israel. Okay? We're so spoiled in our condition. But there comes a time when you're going to have to forsake houses, lands. All right? Read.
And they shall not break their ranks, neither shall one thrust another.
Now, that's the kind of power that Agabar and Brother Lashawan want. We will not break any ranks. That means we fall on the sword. we will not die. Okay? I'm in this thing to be with the Most High, Yeshua. All right? And with that, we would like to say thank you. This is Elder Lashawan, Brother Agabar, GOC Troy.
Yes,
That's it.
AHAYAH.
That's it.
Yeah.